Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for, that's right, week 25. It's day 2. It is Tuesday, June 20th, 2017. Hey guys, as always, please seek financial advisory when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. To support your knowledge in the market, see what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, Jedi traders, good to see you. Let's get right into the charts here for today. Recapping the session here after an amazing run yesterday on all the 3 indices. Markets simply took a pause. That's okay. Markets do that. But our YM, that's right, hitting an all-time high. So giving it the YM Dow hitting record high today. NQ movement, just trying to get something going there, and deep pullbacks. It's either traders trying to add to positions or whatever it was. Didn't make life fun on the NQ today until later in the AM session. ES was our trending short chart there for today. We'll get to the charts here in a moment, but again, small, a little bit of lower volume, not too bad. 1.3.2 million on the ES, with the majority of our FAA, MG, and FANG stocks in the red here to close out. I think for a moment we poked up above 1,000 on Amazon, but again, Amazon all in the news still on their acquirement of Whole Foods. Econ highlights, Adobe out here, and FedEx I do not see on the feed here yet. Supposed to come out with their numbers here, but nothing else much to speak of. Again, there's a light econ week, and there's your news for today. As our Globex momentum choppy overnight session and then down pre-market, and we simply took the rest of the session downside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market internals for today. Take a look at the volume profile. Again, I like to analyze not as a means of intraday setups, but where are we sitting at the end of the day? Did we repair what we needed to repair? Repair means when you have a volume profile like yesterday on the September contract now on the NQ, and you have this long tail down. Those are single prints for the most part, a little bit of value. You get a little build up, hopefully in the next session, that creates some value in there. Value area high, value area low, and VPOC. So again, we took care of a little bit of the top, but NQ did a little bit of building up of price action here, as we've already made contact back again at these prices after being here a while ago, and NQ takes care of business. So not too bad. Again, would have wanted to see a little bit longer print downside as we have this open gap yet still to be filled. Keep that in mind. ES did exactly almost like a playbook here. Check it out. Single prints downside on the ES, and it can appreciate 70% of today's trading on the ES took place right in these single prints. So this weakness from yesterday was game play for the ES to build some value in closing out the VPOC. All right, so daily gaps. We're still sitting all-time highs upstairs. Still the YM hitting all-time high again here today, 486 on the futures. And almost closing out the open gap downside, 32.50. Next open gap on the YM down here, 338. Keep it in mind. And the NQ as we roll through the week, 57.0725. AD lines, not much to speak of here as the NISS NYSE holds here at 13.50. Weren't going anywhere deeper today. And YM unable to bridge up. And NQ just slow grind down. So let's take a look at the big picture. ES, got to give it up for the ES today. Really the best trending of all the charts from close to close here. Nice move on the Globex here. Again, little disheartening to see some of those long tails, because your trade management can easily take you out of that one, or at least the tails could take you out. But if you're able to hold on and then market open, that was most likely trade management. You had to be on the move from the yesterday's session, but if you jumped in here on the market open, you got all charts in the red. That's right. Let's take a quick look for our newcomers here. If they're watching the videos for the first time, we're looking for, whether it's to the long or to the short, we're looking for Heikin Ashi bars, those trending bars. Yep, there they are. Trending bars versus having to define what any other candle is. Indicated by the solid body tails down or an indecision candle. Pause, stall, small pullbacks, opportunity to bring the stops. Underneath the cloud, in sync with the 534, that's the minimum. Highest probability when everything is sync and you let it ride. And it all comes down to trade management. I'm not saying that this would be an opportunity to stay in, but again, if you got in earlier, yes. If you got in down here, no, probably not. You'd probably be stopped out at the swing position up here, or at least at your break even, and then gives you another opportunity to downside long tail. So take a step back, look at the bigger picture. We'll take a look at the bigger picture here in a moment on a larger time frame chart, and all of us was a matter of splicing into the bigger picture, and Q is exactly that today. All right, anyway, so ES got another move downside. If you're able to hold on here towards the European close and price action moves, gives a deep pullback. And again, it was all about pullbacks today, most likely traders adding to position as price continues lower. Don't you love it? Hey guys, NQ went to the higher time frame, 15 tick. Rough morning there a little bit until things finally got going here to the downside. Not a bad scalp here, or at least if I remember correctly, it was on a 10-7 higher time frame, lower time frame. And the 10-7 Flex Renko price actually got a nice run here, but unfortunately pulled back. And then you got your next setup to the downside. Nice move. A little bit more manageable down here. Didn't pull back to the setup. Price action, again, downside. Too deep to pull back there to stay on that. And then eventually right towards the close. Nice move on the NQ. Take a look at the YM. Nothing really exciting here. This price action did migrate down, giving us some lower highs and lower lows, but not much in trend on the YM. And there it was, new all-time high on the charts. But I got to give it up. There it was, the CL Globex. That was the CL Globex. Actually more pre-market there, as the crude was already heading to the downside. All right, let's take again. Let's look at some of the other charts. Let's see how CL ended up for the day. That's right. There was the crude on the overnight, and then finishing out sideways for the day. Can't say much for the gold 6J and 6E. Got to point out the 6J here. 6E, I apologize. 6E Euro. Definitely in a downtrend on the U.S. Open here after the European Open chop. And price action here on this one bar here. That was a 3.5 hour bar. Just waiting for price action to move down. And obviously that wasn't in the cards on the 6E today. All right, I want to jump over to, let's jump over to the ES for a moment as we see the bigger picture here. And again, remember, you got to sometimes take a step back. You have the smaller time frame. It's about splicing into the larger time frame that you see here on the chart. Drew a Fibonacci levels, retracements here this morning. Posted that in the pre-market trend as price action was up here towards the highs. I think we were 1 or 2 bars upside. Let's take a look. Pre-market trend on the ES. Yep, there it was. 2 bars pointing downwards and Fibonacci, and there it is, 50%. Pullback, 50%, right to the 10 EMA. Nice target for the day. So it's about splicing into the bigger picture. If you're able to, that's right, if you're able to hang on to a pullback of this matter, which is at this point maybe 4 or 5 points, well, not even 4, 5 points. Let's go ahead and line it up. So the entry's right here on the solid body. Downside 24.44 up to 24.45. So it's a 1.5. I think if you guys are trading the ES, you'd be willing to take maybe a 2-point stop. You'd be okay on that. Not to say you would. As a trend, you don't know what's happening here in the AM session. So maybe you just take the move here and then re-enter down here. All right, so what is the setup as any other day? Obviously, the Globex move here, the moving averages had crossed over again to confirm the trend downside. You got solid Heikin Ashi bar trending down. You look down here, you got the 534 set up, the 5144 clouds in the red. Golden setup, guys. Just a matter, it comes down to trade management. Where's your comfort level and how far back you're going to keep your stop. Anything closer, you'll always be stopped out. And I know it doesn't make it fair as you get these long tails on the bars. That's what you don't have control over. What you have control over is your strategy, the highest probability setup for you. Whatever that is, you hit the button. Once that trade starts running, you either have to bail because it wasn't going your way, or you let it run and eventually get that stop to break even whether you're trading 2 contracts or 1 contract, a little bit of a change in your setup as far as trade management. But the idea is to let it run as far as possible, especially when it's in trend. Oh, got a phone call. And we'll let that wait. All right, so price action to the downside here. And ES gets another move on the moving average crossover. Solid Heikin Ashi bars downside, pull back, and that was your ES for today. So where are we headed right now? Always good for a 50% pullback. Anything deeper, I'm going to watch that 24.22 here, the T340. So watch for this gap here. Again, keep in mind the ES does have that open gap down here at 24.32. So I think we can line up 24.32, a little bit downside to MML, 24.22. If you remember my technical momentum outlook for the week, it was we're either headed higher to some all-time highs, or if we break support there at that 10 EMA, watch for the downside MML. We have not had a reset on that MML yet since yesterday. We did have a reset, I believe, yesterday. All right, so 50%. Watch the pullback in the Globex. Anything higher? Let's just see if we can get back upside. And tomorrow is Wednesday, middle of the week already. Tuesdays didn't work out for the move up. NQ. Price action, 10 EMA, back inside that gap, 50 EMA. Got to get above that 10 EMA. Yep, we got that amazing breakout there on Monday and Globex Sunday up to the MML highs resistance. Pull back here. Watch that 50%. Watch that T340. So that momentum this morning on the NQ pre-market, we were up here. Same picture as that ES. And it ended up coming downside here. So watch that 50%. Again, NQ, amazing, nice run. Finally in the afternoon. Well, let's not go with the amazing. Let's just say price action, at least on the crossover, solid Heikin Ashi bars, all charts in sync. Gave you a nice move and an opportunity to get back downside, including the PM session. All right, so there's your NQ leading into tomorrow. We either revisit, get back up above that 10 EMA, or watch that 50 SMA, including the 50 here. This is 57.09, which would definitely put us in a trend break here. So watch for the first levels of support here on the 50-tick range chart, and then watch for the 50% pullback. Hey guys, we're at any game. We can go in either direction here. YM, price action, still at those highs, sitting at the MML highs. Watching that Fibonacci target up here at 21,549. That's the goal up here. If price action can hold up above that T34. Anything 50% pullback, we'll be watching here to the 10 EMA, see if we can get that support upside. Otherwise, we revisit the all-time high up here and see if we can push higher. So keep in mind both directions. You always want to watch the intraday for that highest probability trend to splice into the larger picture. If it runs, it runs. If it doesn't and it's not there, always the option to drop down to a lower time frame, or simply, hey, today's not the day to be trading that index. All right, let's jump into the economic calendar for tomorrow. Nothing really exciting except, EIA's petroleum report as crude just keeps getting knocked around. We got existing home sales also in the morning, so 2 red star events. And that pretty much concludes this week as we are in the September contract. Things slowing down a little bit here for the summer. But that's our insight into the daily trend for the key futures markets that I watch each day on the charts. Feel free to stop by here at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. You can check out any of the links here, Emmanuel membership, trading rules, good stuff here, especially the trading rules page, which has a basic template for the TOS as well as the Sierra Charts platform. Make sure you check out my blog site, some good stuff down the row here. Again, if those of you are interested in creating a trading plan for yourself, if you scroll down long enough here, it's not too far back. Let's see if I can pin that to the top here, but there it is, Infinity Futures webinar, and 3-part series in creating yourself a trading plan. You can, my mantra, by the way, which you can find on my website here at the Trading Rules, but you can find me every day on Twitter at Trading Fibs. Feel free to follow me here or on Stock Twits, where I post each day my intraday charts and thoughts for the day. My trading mantra is one simple strategy: any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You could go back and review that. Just go to my Trading Rules page, and I go over those steps for you, including pre-market, post-market, and weekend routines. Hey guys, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I'm only watching what's in front of me and on my charts, and I leave that bias at the door when trading. And for those of you that are interested in joining us, some of our community of like-minded traders, feel free to email me, david@tradingfibs.com. You can be joining us on any Thursday or Friday. Not this week, though, so make sure you join us next week. If you're interested in joining us, just go ahead and email me. Hey guys, what's today? I marked it here. Yep, it's National Vanilla Milkshake Day. That's right, Vanilla Milkshake Day. Try that 3 times. Milkshake Day. So go ahead and have yourself a milkshake out there. Other than that, hey guys, have yourselves a Blue Zone day wherever it may be. There's always chaos in the world. Thoughts out to the Mr. Otto, who was rescued from North Korea but unfortunately died yesterday. Horrible, horrible thing. But other than that, just got to watch ourselves in the world today. Different place, surely, from years ago. Anyway, have yourselves a Blue Zone day. If you don't know what Blue Zone is, go ahead and type it in wherever you may be. And David from Trading Fibs wishing you a good day, wishing you a good night, and good trading to you.